All right, so I want to go ahead and start this segment off by saying shout out to my lunch break. Go follow him on YouTube if you don't, and I want to elaborate in this segment on his episode "Here Be Dragons" and something I was noticing while researching this and looking further into it. Uh, Me and my wife kind of picked something up that I don't even think he may have potentially realized. But if he did, all credit go to him ahead of time. But I thought this was just a little interesting tidbit to add. So the set of islands that he's talking about in that video are the South Sandwich Islands and are said to be a chain of uninhabited volcanic islands in the South Atlantic Ocean. They're administered as part of the British Overseas Territory of South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands. Now, with in mind that these quote unquote islands or these land masses that are being pointed out are actually dragons, if you will, I want you to, with that in mind, think about what it's saying here. So it says the northernmost of the South Sandwich Islands from the Traverse Islands and the Candlemas Islands group, while the southernmost make up Southern Thule. The three largest islands, Saunders, Montague, and Bristol, lie between the two. The island's highest point is Mount Belinda on Montague Island. The fourth highest peak, Mount Michael on Saunders Island, has a persistent lava lake known to occur at only 8 volcanoes in the world. So considering how we know certain reptiles, such as certain crocodiles, can lay dormant for extended periods of time in ice and kind of stick their nose up through ice, for example, it's interesting to think that, with this in mind, with this potential dragon laying dormant, that it would perfectly explain the quote unquote volcanic activity that is happening in not just this area, but several areas across the world. It kind of begs that question, and I think it's an interesting thing to research into. I haven't heard anybody talk about, anywhere on any kind of platforms, anything about are certain volcanoes or are all major volcanoes that are known of, are those potential sites of a dormant dragon, if you will. And it's interesting to note as well that in a lot of these areas where it's said that certain dragons are, that those specific areas are a lot of times named after a dragon, unironically enough. So I just think it's some interesting food for thought, and comment down below.